Hi guys, Dave Pinson here, moving to the Philippines. So I'm only going to post video when I think I have something to say. I already realize I'm not going to be fancy because I don't have the fancy camera. I don't have a good picture. I'm not going to get thousands of views, but I still think this is interesting. They're kind of fun for me. And if you have any questions about the Philippines, just ask me in a comment or something. I'd be more than happy to do a video on it. So I got my electronic washer and dryer fixed today. I don't know if you saw that video I posted about electronics, about my washer and dryer. So it's electronic. It's a LG. We bought it initially because it's a washer and dryer. It dries the clothes. I don't want to go into all the details, but it dries the clothes to like 90 some percent, and you hang them up, and it's pretty cool. Except that it takes over 3 hours to do one load, and we have way too much laundry, so we don't even use it. We just use it as a washing machine pretty much, and then we hang the clothes. But the electronics went out on it. We were so bummed. We've only had it for not 2.5 years, 2 years and a few months. And the electronics go out, right? So we contacted LG in Cagayan de Oro. Cagayan de Oro is the closest large city. Butuan is about an hour away. It's a fairly large city. They have a lot of stuff there. I could probably use them. But when we looked up the LG Philippines, when we did a search on that, a lot of times Facebook is a good place to do searches. We found there's an LG representative in Cagayan de Oro, so we contacted them and they said, well, if we come out all the way from there, we're going to have to charge you a fee to come out and all that. That would have been so much. So they recommended a place in Ingo Oak City, which is about 20 minutes away, which is a small, I guess you call it a large town. It's really not a city. I mean, there's a Gaisano Grand Mall there, and there's a McDonald's and a Jollibee, but it's not. They don't have any high-rise buildings. It's not really a big city. But they had one there, so the guy came out for I think it was 1,000 pesos, which is like $18, I think something like that, maybe a little bit more, maybe 1,500. He took it all apart. He checked it out. He goes, "Yep, you need this part. We're gonna have to order it." So last week we went and gave them cash because Philippines they don't it's hard to do business the way you might do it in the U.S. So we went out, we got the cash from the ATM. We went to the guy's shop. We gave him 5,000 pesos. He ordered it right there in front of my wife. He ordered it, and that part came in, and they installed it today for 300 pesos. So it's fixed. So we got the electronic fix. In the meantime, we bought this little plug-in adapter device. It's pretty small. It's about this size, just like a little thing, and we plug it in, and it's a surge protector because one of the reasons they thought it might have gone out is because there's so many brownouts here. They call them brownouts. I don't know why they call them brownouts. The power goes out. To me, a brownout means partial power, a blackout, right? They're actually blackouts, but we have a lot of power outages here. And it's not so much for us because it says when the power comes back on, that's when you get your power surges that can mess up your electronics, right? But we have a generator out here. So when our power goes off, we turn the generator on, we turn the power off. So when the power comes back on, there is no power surge. So we're protected from that to some degree. However, sometimes when they're monkeying with it, it'll go on and off and on and off, and we don't know what's happening when that's happening. Somewhere in the Moresco, that's the name of the company, somewhere out between here and Ingo City, I think that's where it comes from. Sometimes Butuan, there's something happening, and someone's monkeying with something, and they're fixing it, and they're hooking something up, and it goes on and off, and then that's when the power surges happen. And if you look it up, the power surges can harm your electronics. Now we think our air cons are fine because they've been working over 2.5 years, never had a problem. We think our TVs probably got. I'm assuming stuff in the Philippines might have built-in protectors, but I think it cost us about 500 pesos, which is $10. Or wait, 57 pesos to the dollar, 58, 57, 55, something like that. So it's 500 pesos is like $10. So I think it costs about $9 or $8 to get this little surge protector. So you plug your surge protector and you plug your large electronics into it, and that way it's protected because it has an automatic thing when it goes off, kind of like they have on computers. They used to be a deal in the U.S. to plug your computer into this little bar that holds power, and then when it goes off, it gives you a couple minutes, or it gives you the time. Anyway, it protects the surge. So we're protected from the surge, and these guys are very competent. By the way, one of the hard things in the Philippines is finding competent people sometimes. It's hard anywhere, but there's a lot of people here that say they can do anything, and then when you can look up some bad building sites where people from the U.S. or Europe have built homes, and they've hired someone who said that he could build their home, but he couldn't. and so he built their home and then it sunk or it went sideways or whatever. So there is a lot of people here that don't. It's not the same as it is in the U.S. But these guys are trustworthy. Now you don't. I have a friend who probably wouldn't have done that. He probably would have ordered the part himself, put it in himself. I don't know, because he doesn't trust anybody, which is fine. I understand that. He's been burned a few times, and so have I. But because we went there and we ordered with them, because LG actually recommended them, the actual company recommended them. We trusted them, and then when they came back, they lowered the cost. They only charged us $300 to install it because they said they overcharged us the first time. And so we trust these people, so we got it done. So yeah, sometimes there are really good, competent people here. It's something you have to look for. So ta ta for now. God bless you guys. Bye bye.